Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yu Kyung Ha. It is my pleasure to be a moderator for the IFECO's 2020 Global Forum for Financial Consumers, which this year's topic is about policy framework for financial consumer protection in search of global best practices. Thank you all for coming, and I express special gratitude for our international participants who are dialing in via Zoom to join us today. First of all, I would like to introduce you all to Professor Jo Man, the chairperson of IFECO. He will present his opening comments. Professor Jo is a professor of applied economics and finance.
Can you be a little loud, please? We cannot hear you. A little loud, please.
Okay. Professor Jo, Professor Jo holds a PhD from the University of Pennsylvania Wharton School. He has a dedicated career with extensive work experience at Fannie Mae of the United States and the World Bank. His expertise is in real estate finance and risk management with a specialization in credit risk. Professor Jo served as the editor, as we all know, of the International Review of Financial Consumers. He paved the foundation for the successful publication of our academic journal. From this year, 2020, Professor Jo has graciously accepted the position of chairperson of IFECO, and since then, as we all know, he has been working very, very hard, successfully organizing several meaningful and timely seminars. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, may I invite Professor Jo, chairperson of IFECO.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the nice introduction. And I also want to welcome everyone to our annual conference, Global Forum for Financial Consumers. And as an opening remark, I just want to emphasize a couple of things. As we know, this organization is a fairly young academic association, and it's 6 years old. But the effort by our former chairperson, Professor Jung, and other founding members, we held this annual conference each and every year. I think that's what we should be proud of in the first place. And this year we were a little hesitant and uncertain about whether or not we could hold this conference because of the COVID-19 crisis. But thanks to the effort by the executive committee members and others who provided a lot of help, we are very pleased to have this annual conference this year as well. And I also want to thank Seoul National University, particularly the Institute of Banking and Finance, to provide the on-site location for those of us who could join to this meeting in person. And I don't think those of you who join online cannot, I don't think you can see this room, but this is a wonderful and spacious room. And we hope this room can be filled in the next time so that we can meet in person. And as Ms. Her mentioned, the theme for this year's conference is the policy framework for financial consumer protection, in search of global best practice. And we had a wonderful discussion yesterday in our plenary session, which will be played in a minute. And there we had a very insightful discussion about whether or not we have any global standard to protect financial consumers. We have been discussing a lot about policy instruments to help us to achieve that objective, such as financial education, sometimes regulation, both as a substitute as well as a complement, and the internal control system of financial institutions. They are all important instruments. But the question that we try to pose from this conference is, do we know any global standard in terms of right policy mix across those important instruments that we have been spending a lot of time to do our research. So I hope you enjoy this conference, and we will have the plenary session followed by 4 concurrent paper presentation sessions. So in total, we have 14 papers presented, and we assigned the discussant for each paper. So I appreciate all the chairperson, presenters, and discussant for those sessions. Finally, I also want to appreciate the staff from KDI School as well as Seoul National University to make this meeting possible. So thanks again, and enjoy the meeting.